going on, everybody? Good morning to you guys. Happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? All the days are starting to blur together. But shout out to you guys. My God, I never really realized how... Oh, well, that's why. I was wondering why that thing looked like it was sitting down so much. I was like, that's not how we usually have it. All right, what's going on, folks? Shout out to Tuesday. We're almost to hump day. We're almost halfway through the week, and I hope your day is going well. It's going to be a good Bobo today. A lot of things to do, a lot of things to share with you guys, and we're going to make it a good one. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time to rock with the Bobo. Special shout out to you, whether you're subscribed here, whether you're a part of the Patreon, whether you're subscribed on YouTube, or whether you're just here to see what the fuck we's getting ready to talk about. Folks, I've titled today's Bobo, Now What? And that's like a double meaning. I don't know what the word for that, like a synonym, an anagram. I'm not exactly sure. Now what is definitely going to refer to two totally different things. I don't even know where to begin. I think in relation to this, I ought to just start with a story. So I'm going to do so. But before I do that, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time to check out yesterday's video. A lot of special guests made an appearance in that. I made a tweet prior to the video going up saying that we're gonna dabble with a little bit of clickbait, and the clickbait was literally just the well, it was the thumbnail. I wanted the thumbnail to really pop, and I feel like it did. Didn't really get the response that I was expecting. The response that I was expecting was, Joe, you're a piece of shit for this clickbait. I thought it was going to be Brian. That wasn't the response that we got, though. Instead, the response that we got was, Joe, you're a piece of shit if you let these guys come and do this work for free. My goodness, can I get anything? I mean, there's so much that I do behind the scenes, you know, that never sees the light of day. Y'all act like I just be having my fucking hands out. But shout out to Dave, and shout out to his homeboy Steve, who came over and offered to do those floors for free. If you don't think I'm about to take them up on that offer, you're out your rabbit ass mind. And again, so much that we don't, put out there. Not everything's for everything, and it is what it is. So shout out to yesterday's video. I thought that it was a really good video, and I'm glad that you guys thought so as well if you did. Folks, yesterday I wanted to get some filming done. Yesterday was a big day. It was supposed to be the day that the HVAC was to be completed. And if you don't think that I got a story to share with you in relation to that, folks, it's the title of the Bobo. Now what? Camo Fisherman, shout out to you. P. Webbies, White Boy, what's going on? Sam, good morning to you. Big Mama, good morning to you. Slum One, what up? Andrea, good morning to you. Everybody up in here, Stupid Jets fan. I'd take the free work, damn right. HN King, what's going on with you? Good morning to you. Beer Grunt, good morning. Nightbot, Gypsy, good morning. Folks, let me know how many people are up in here. I don't know why some days I have a counter and some days I don't. It's like very rarely that I ever do have a counter. I don't know why. Rick, good morning to you. Very special shout out to you for all of the gift subs that you did yesterday. That was really awesome, man. Thank you so much for that. All right. Wow. Wowzers. Thank you guys for letting me know those numbers. I probably shouldn't have asked just yet. All right, folks. I want to share this story with you. I had every intention of filming a vlog, and I think I was starting to film the vlog after we did the Bobo yesterday, like to share this exciting time because, yesterday was completion day for the HVAC. Or so it was supposed to be. I had a chiropractor's appointment yesterday. It would be my second one of those. I had to do that first, but before even getting there, we ended the Bobo, and I went and filmed the video. That video you're probably going to see today. It's now or never for that video. It's a little too late, but we're going to rock with it anyways, and it's in relation to the Super Bowl. Now, this is no ESPN top 10 plays, nothing like that. Folks, there's been a lot of busts taking place inside of the prisons, and there were three major busts that took place, maybe more than that, but these three made national news, or at least prison-related news, and they all took place right before the Super Bowl. I pose a conspiracy theory that all of this contraband that was caught was deemed to make the Super Bowl, a nice little time to be locked up for. You guys will see that video today. We might go a little deeper into that, but we won't do it just yet. I filmed that video, and then it's off to go see the chiropractor. I am vlogging the entire way. Folks, what's going on? Joe with the Brokeback Mountain on the way to chiropractor day 2. Folks, I get to the chiropractor's office, and there is something to report with that. I get in there, I sign in. It's a lot easier than the first time where I had to fill out all this paperwork and these questionnaires. But I get in there and they say, okay, go have a seat in the back. And it's basically first come, first serve. You know how a pain clinic really works. So I go into the back and I can't help but to notice I'm the only guy back. Well, I'm lying. There was another guy who got there before me. So it's me and this other guy, but there's a room full of ladies. And not to sound sexist, that's not what this is about at all. Not just any old ladies and gentlemen. Golden Girls is actually what I felt like I was on the set of. Folks, I'm the youngest guy up in here, surrounded by older ladies. Very nice older ladies as well. They were asking me about, they wanted to show me their grandkids, and they wanted to show me some crochet, and I'm just being very stereotypical here right now. Folks, I'm sitting back here with a room full of older women, and I can't help but to feel in this moment fucking old. I'm like, damn. And like when you're sitting back there, you're not just, another reason of many why I love this chiropractor's office is because the chairs that you sit in the very back are like all either massage chairs or just weird little back chairs. For example, they've got these, they look like office chairs, with the wheels on them and the armrest and the seats. Well, they look like those, except they're missing the backs. There's no backs on these chairs. And the chairs swivel. So it almost looks like, because these old women are sitting in these chairs and they're just hitting the Shakira, My Hips Don't Lie, 80 years old. And they're all swiveling their hips around, looking at me. And I'm sitting in here like, what the fuck, man? I'm 37 years old. Cool Lobby says, okay, boomer. I mean, fuck it, I guess. I'm a millennial / boomer. Man, these women were in there selling photographs. And then, it turns out they all know each other. So when there's 2 different chiropractor people who are doing, cracking the backs, a man and a woman. They're both the chiropractor doctors. So, of course, they want to talk to everybody, and they're very, very nice. But, when they're talking to these women who are going up, I can't help but to notice that they all know each other because they're talking about this whale watching excursion that they all just went on yesterday. So then I begin to think, wait a minute. Yo, did all of these chicks just find this chiropractor through Groupon? I don't know why that thought came to me. I was like, yo, this is like a fucking... Here you got some 80-year-old retired women. No disrespect to them at all because they were very nice. But what do you do when you're old and you're retired? You go on whale watching expeditions and you're on Groupon all day long searching for the deals. I wonder how much they were paying for this fucking chiropractor because this shit's $50 a time for me. $150. This shit cost me an 8-ball the first visit. It's costing me $1,000 back in 2001 every time after. So yeah, very crazy. The doctors, they're asking everybody how they're doing. The women are selling photos from the whale watching adventure. They were like, we got to see some whales. They were coming out of the water. We learned that that's called breaching. Yo, I learned about that in the 4th grade. Y'all 80-something, you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. So anyways, I get up there and, the doctor, it's a different doctor this time. It's the guy. I met him the last time. So everybody is like, when I go, I'm the last person, so there's nobody else waiting. So I've got the attention of both the chiropractor doctors, and they are both like blown away by my story of where my back pain comes from. They were like, so you fell off a horse when you were 6? I said, no. I got in a car accident when I was 17, and I got thrown through the sunroof. It was closed. And, man, they were like... Man, I felt like I was on like Chicago, medical. or some dumbass show. Like, they were just really intrigued with my story of how my back got fucked up. I should have told them it happened in prison, and what happens in prison we don't talk about out here. It's a long story, real long. You don't want to hear about it. But anyways, I go to the chiropractor, I deal with that, and I leave from there, no back pain whatsoever, but like literally an hour later, the back pain is back. And what they told me about this was, they did give me some good information yesterday. They said, look, because the way your back is so fucked up, you know, we're like basically putting your back, we're realigning your back. But because your back is as soft as fucking balsa wood. How old are you? These 80-year-old broads, their back is way stronger than yours. They came up during Prohibition. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Wasn't that like the alcohol thing? You know, they back is super strong. You is a boomer for real, ain't you? They was some pilgrims. Of course, they back was strong. But they was like, you know, we're going to realign your back, but because your back is so soft, it's going to get out of whack again. The hope and the objective from this is that we keep correcting it, and eventually your soft-ass back gets strong enough to stay in place. And, you know, of course that sounds great. We've got a theory. We've got a game plan. We've got an objective for Joe's balsa wood spine, right? But of course, I can't think about the positive. Is Death Not the Police up in here? Shout out to you if you are. Yesterday said I'm always so negative. And of course, I was being negative about this when I thought to myself, but what if it doesn't work? What's option B? Well, it must be muscle relaxers, some sort of opiates, I would imagine. Carrot Gaiman say, I got that paperwood spine. Ugh, crazy shit. John Scully, shout out to you, brother. Welcome, welcome. Long time. I thought that you might have switched teams for a while. I'm just kidding. I know you've been working. I saw you post. You're back on the regular schedule, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Def. Welcome, welcome, brother. All right, look, one thing that I want to address real quick before I forget about it, I need to stop this story because we're going into the HVAC disaster. Sort of like what the Iowa caucus was. What is the caucus? Is there some sort of cock involved in it? Like, I don't know. I just saw a tweet this morning that said Iowa caucus disaster. But anyways, prior to going any further with this story, I do need to say a very special shout out to Jersey B. I don't even know if Jersey even watches the Bobo anymore. Jersey has a very tough existence. I would learn from Cody yesterday that there is now an underground, undisclosed, I guess it was disclosed yesterday after I made the post about it, there is a rogue After Prison Show Facebook page, and I think that it is, well, Jersey actually made a post on that post that I made. It's a page completely against Jersey. And the first thing that I want to say is I don't condone that at all. Jersey B has been a supporter of After Prison Show since day one. You know, she's got her reasons why she rocks with After Prison Show. She's also a moderator on that page. There's rules on that page. And, you know, we try to keep the bullshit off of the page, or she does. I can't even say we. She does that. And I respect her for that. You know, everything in life has rules. And we don't want any kind of, I don't want any kind of like racism or shit that just don't belong. Like extreme hatred or shit that's just not right. No ill will talk about, you know, police, because for the most part, you know, police are just like you and me. Don't get me wrong. You got your bad apples in the bunch of everything. And I wanted to really take a moment and to speak on that. And nothing against the other page either, because I know you guys are After Prison Show supporters as well. I respect everybody's opinion. But on that particular page, you know, there are rules on that page. So, shout out to her for holding down the fort. Again, back on track with this HVAC story, folks. So, look, I go to the chiropractor. I deal with all of that. I leave from there. I'm on my way over to the house. I'm supposed to meet Dave with the dreads over there. He's doing the electrical work over there, and he's been doing a top-notch job on it. So, he's supposed to be over there working this super long day, right? And he's got to work late because the HVAC guy is supposed to come and meet him over at the house yesterday, late in the afternoon, to help him. They're going to work together and finish the HVAC. That was the game plan. Of course, nothing ever goes according to plan. I get over to the house. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Dave with the dreads isn't over there. I'm filming. I'm like, I don't know if this is so much Felon Flippers as it's the after shit show. Because that's what this entire house is turning into. People tell me it every day. Joe, your house is a shit show. I don't know if I can stand to watch this anymore. Of course you can. There's so many people who are preying on my downfall. Why wouldn't you want to watch that? Cool Lobby says, where's your Brian hoodie at? It's downstairs. I wear that during, from time to time. It's 70-something degrees here right now. For the last 2 days, it's been 70-something degrees. Not only are we dealing with coronavirus, we're dealing with global warming. We don't even have a fucking winter. So, I get over to the house, Dave with the dreads. He's not there, man. Dave's not here. And there's no sign of Dave. Dave hasn't been there. I can tell that because everything is still the way that it was when I left. For a fleeting moment, I have a flashback of like an acid trip of Brian. Oh, fuck. We've been through this before. Hey, shout out to the 2 people who also who subbed as well. We've got our 10-goal sub goal. Lloyd, shout out to you for that gift sub for Victorian. Shout out to you. I'm looking for the rest or the other one, and I don't see it. Whoever you are who subbed. Actually, I can just go look right here.
Everyone loves watching a train wreck.
Ain't that the truth? Silly Willie, shout out to you. Oh, that was a day ago, but shout out to you nonetheless. All right. I get over there. Dave's not there. No sign of Dave. I'm having flashbacks of Brian. Just for a fleeting moment. And here's the fucked up thing, right? Dave doesn't even have a phone. His phone got cut off. He doesn't have any money. Like, he's been waiting to get paid from other work. And then I haven't paid him nothing because I'm not paying you nothing until the job is complete. But I told him the other day, I think it was like Sunday or Saturday. It was Saturday. Saturday was the last day that I saw him prior to yesterday. Or prior to what was supposed to be yesterday. I told him on Saturday, I said, hey, Dave, look, man, I know you ain't got no money. Your phone's cut off. If you need some money, I'll pay you. And Dave was like, nah, man, I want to get at least almost done with the work. I don't feel right about that. And I was like, cool deal. I ain't going to worry about it no more. I mentioned it. That was it. So like I said, I got no way to get in contact with Dave because he doesn't have a phone. But then I remember just on Sunday night, I get a call from a random number. It ends up being Dave's girl. He's calling me from his girl's phone telling me, hey, man, look, I know you're probably mad at me. And I'm like, why? You weren't there on Sunday when the HVAC guy came back, but I'm not mad at you for that. I told you to be there Saturday. It's not your fault that the HVAC guy, bullshitted and took an extra day. It was Super Bowl Sunday. I can't be mad at you. He's like, well, if you weren't mad at me for not being there, then you got to be mad at me for breaking the stove. I honestly didn't know who broke the stove. Thought it was the HVAC guy. But Dave tells me that it was him. It was an accident. He was moving the stove, cleaning up, and that stove glass comes from IKEA. That stove glass was as strong as my back is right now. If you pushed it and it shattered the way that it did, I said, Dave, what the fuck did you do to the door? Would you hit that shit with a hammer? He said, dude, all I was doing was pushing it back and it was still in the box. He was like, it was still in the box. I was pushing the box, and all of a sudden I heard what it probably sounds like an 80-year-old's back is at the chiropractor's office. It was a whole bunch of just paper crumbling. He was like, I said, what the hell was that noise? He said, I know it could not have been the glass. It came from IKEA. Everybody praises IKEA like it's a false prophet. You got that from IKEA, though? That's IKEA. He said, I took it out of the box, and oh, my God, the whole shit was shattered. I said, well, thank you, first and foremost, for telling me, because I would have never known. I said, I definitely commend you for that. I will be taking that out of your pay, or I'll have you do something else. And we've priced it. It's like $50 to $90. I'm paying Dave quite a bit of money, a lot of money. It's in thousands for the work that he's doing. So, and he was fine with that. That was on Sunday. So on Sunday when he calls me from his girl's phone, he's like, yo, I'm sorry I wasn't there. I'm sorry about the stove. I said, Dave, it's cool, man. You've been over there busting your ass. I can't expect nothing less. Or, I can't expect nothing more from you. He was like, well, I'm going to be there bright and early on Monday morning. Brian told me that one time, too. I'm going to be there bright and morning. Sam says, I thought you got a warranty on the stove. It's got a 2-year warranty. I got to dig that shit up. You know what a warranty is? A warranty just sounds good. But try to go cash in on a warranty. Oh, well, how did it break? How did you break the glass on the stove? You must have been rough with it. It didn't just come like that. I can already hear the bullshit that they're going to go with, trying to say that. So, Dave tells me bright and early on Monday morning he's going to be there at 1:30 after the chiropractor's office on yesterday. I show up. Dave's not there. No sign of Dave. I've got no way to get in contact with Dave. Dave has no phone. Lucille. So, I do the most genius thing that I can do. I call his girl. I text his girl. I say, hey, is Dave on this number? And folks, what I would hear. Kimberly says, what Dave, Joe? Dave with the dreads. Dave with the dreads. I know we got a lot of them, but that's who I'm talking about. I text this girl. I'm like, hey, is Dave on this number? And she says, better I could just read it to you. I love sharing the text messages, the juicy details. Okay. Bum. So on Sunday at 8:53 p.m., Dave, a.k.a. Lloyd, a.k.a. Dave with the dreads, would text me and say, hey, Joe, it's Lloyd. I'm really sorry about today. Yeah, man, just call me so we can talk in person. Please, I can explain some things. And then when I called him, he was telling me about, he wasn't there. I wasn't tripping. He told me about the stove. That was what he was really worried about, was the stove. Yesterday at 1:31, I text, hey, Lloyd, are you on this number right now? I almost put Brian by accident. Immediately, a text would come back. It wasn't him. It was his girl. This is his girlfriend. His truck broke down on the way out to Portsmouth. I'm on my way to help him. He's stuck right at the tunnel before you go in. Fucking Dave, man. This guy's got like the worst luck in the world. And he kind of reminds me of myself right now because, boy, I'm feeling that way too. Here's a guy who works so fucking hard, ain't got no phone, can't pay a phone bill because, he's working, but he ain't getting paid from nothing yet. And, you're probably wondering, like, how is he not getting paid? Well, here's how that works. Him and Jellicoe are working for an investor, but they're working for their investor. It's not even an investor, it's a flipper. And they're dealing with a hard money lender. And what a hard money lender does is they give you the money to buy and fix the house. And then they get 10% off the sale. They make a lot of money. But then they can lose a lot of money too. But when you do a hard money loan, it's almost like a loan shark. It's pretty much like that. It's legal, I guess. They give you draws on the money. You get $10,000 here, $10,000 there. But in order to get the next draw, you got to be so far with the work. Well, if they don't get the next draw, then Jellicoe don't get paid, Dave don't get paid, nobody gets paid. So that's why they, he's been broke there. And then in relation to me, I'm just not giving away money. I'd give it away, but my wife won't let me. That's actually an auto dealer thing, an ad. But here's Dave. He's on his way to work yesterday, probably bright and early because he's always there on time. And his truck that he bought from Jellicoe, and I'm not in no way throwing Jellicoe under the bus, but that truck that he bought, that SUV, that thing's a piece of shit. Okay, let's just be honest. It's a Mitsubishi Mountaineer or a whatever, whoever makes a Mountaineer. Straight caca. Here's Dave on his way to work. He breaks down on the fucking interstate. He don't even got a cell phone. He can't even call nobody. So when his girlfriend tells me that he's broke down, all I can say is, okay, thank you. I don't know what to do. There ain't nothing I can do. I don't know where he's at. She's on her way to go get him. What the fuck? She would show up. She would get with Dave. Dave would end up calling me. And, or somehow we ended up on the phone together. The damn truck broke down right before he goes into the tunnel. And somebody stops behind him just enough for him to be able to push the truck into the, the side of the interstate, the breakdown lane. Probably during rush hour traffic. No cell phone. This has got to suck. I would learn later that, the VDOT people who ride around in the trucks, they pulled up behind a Mercury. Thank you, TJ. They pulled up behind him, and they would end up pushing him off of the interstate. Where he ended up at was right in front of Norfolk City Jail. Kind of ironic. Just, I've been there. So when his girlfriend gets with him, he calls me. He's like, Joe, man, I'm sorry, yada, yada. I'm like, hey, man, I get it, okay? I can't be mad at you. You didn't make a Mercury Mountaineer. Who the fuck ever thought that was a good idea for a vehicle? What the fuck kind of an engine they got in that bitch? A 5-horsepower Briggs & Stratton? That shit probably got more longevity than a fucking Mercury Mountaineer. I mean, I'm just being honest. No disrespect to anybody who drives one of those. Nola, what's going on, brother? Shout out to you. Saying what's going on. Awesome says, deep pit, same as a Dodge. My Dodge is going back into the shop tomorrow. If these cocksuckers charge me anything, I'm putting them on blast. I spent $1,000. Fuck that. You ain't going to tell me, oh, you know where that sound's coming from. You need a new HVAC system in the truck. Hold the Beretta says the zero turns got more horsepower. Possibly. So anyways, he's like, Joe, I am so sorry. Mind you, here's a guy that's working for me who's broke a stove, not shown up on Sunday, and now you've almost would sound like another excuse. But because Joe is not the piece of shit that some people try to make me out to be in the comments section, I said, Dave, hold on. Calm down, man. It's okay. Like, I get it, man. Dude, I said, what are you going to do? He said, well, I don't know. I'm trying to get in contact with this person, that person. I said, fuck that. I said, I'm going to call you a tow truck. We're going to tow that shit. I said, let me make a phone call real quick. So I call Butch. And for those of you who don't know who Butch is, Butch runs a moped repair shop. Now, hold on. A Mercury Mountaineer and a moped are about the same fucking engine. Try to change my mind. I'm totally kidding when I say that, but I did call Butch because not only does he do moped repairs and sea-doos and watercrafts, he also has a fucking car lot right there. It's actually kind of a junkyard, but they work on cars. And what better place to take a Mercury Mountaineer than to a fucking junkyard? Damn near. Boy, that rhymed. Mountaineer, damn near. So I call up Butch and I say, hey, Butch, have you ever heard of a fucking Mercury Mountaineer? Yeah, that thing. Yeah, like a fucking paperweight. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, so this friend of mine, he's got one of these pieces of shit. And another friend sold it to him. Friends don't let friends buy Mercury Mountaineers. I'm just saying. So I called Butch and I'm like, hey, man, can you work on this vehicle? He was like, absolutely, Joe. Anything for you. I said, appreciate it. Do you got a link on a tow truck? He did. He gave me that link. That didn't pan out. I called another tow truck. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. The tow truck went, picked up the Mountaineer, took it to Butch. Today we're going to find out what the extent of the damage is. I'm going to pay for that. Paid for the tow bill. That was $75. I also paid yesterday to get Lloyd's phone cut back on. Gave him $100. I was like, here, you need some fucking money, man. You were fucked up. So for those who say, Joe, you better not let them go do your floors for free. That right there, folks, is just a good little bit of the fucking big lot of shit that Joe be doing that never really makes the grade. It never really makes the cut. I'm like fucking undercover boss in this bitch. Let's go to the end of the show. Close your eyes and imagine that we're sitting here on Undercover Boss. I've taken off the disguise. I was dressed up as Brian, but now everybody knows that it's really me. And I'm sitting here with Lloyd at the end of the show. We've got it's me in a high chair, Lloyd in a high chair, Dave with the dreads, and there's a middle table with a box of tissues, some Kleenex between us. Dave with the dreads, yeah, it's really me. You thought it was Brian the whole time. Look, I respect your work ethic, and I know that you're driving a piece of fucking shit. You're driving a death trap. That shit belongs in Twisted Metal back on PlayStation 2. That shit is outdated. I wonder what the consumer reports on a on a Mercury Mountaineer are. Like how many stars that bitch probably got less stars. It's probably got a worse rating than Get Gone Moving and Hauling got on Yelp. Bars. Look, Lloyd, I know you're driving a fucking, my God. You know, you'd have better luck taking that to the scrap metal yard and just cashing in. We buy junk cars. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and tow your vehicle to a moped repair shop. Now, hear me out. And we're going to do whatever it takes to get your vehicle squared away. So that's that. So, yeah. Murphy, thank you for those kind words right there, brother. Look, and I'm not sitting here trying to toot my own horn. Like, what the fuck else would I have done? There's no way I could have done the Bobo today and been like, well, folks, unfortunately, we couldn't get the HVAC done because Dave with the dreads broke down, and he was also broke, and I don't know what he did. So there was no way I was going to leave this dude stranded. Now, I do need to say this. When me and Dave were trying to figure out what to do, and I was thinking about the tow truck, I said, Dave, what can I do? How can I help you help me? And I know that sounds greedy, but let me tell you something. Dave, I absolutely need you at this fucking house today. Because at 3-something this afternoon, and mind you, it was like 1:30 when this whole situation was taking place. At 3-something this afternoon, this HVAC guy is supposed to come back and finish this fucking unit. Dave, I need you to be there. He said, Joe, I got you. Wasn't even a hesitation. Towed the vehicle, and his girl drove him over to the house. Dave was there. Now, mind you, I have not talked with the HVAC guy at this point. All we're doing is going on the assumption. We're going to New Hampshire for the primaries. I don't know nothing about politics. But I learned about that Iowa caucus. That shit's crazy. Like, you know, you figure out who's in and who's out. Well, because everything was all fucked up last night, everybody went to New Hampshire. People are still spending money on campaigns that didn't make the cut. Ain't that crazy? Wow. I don't know much about politics, but I follow the money, though. I follow the money, like how much they spend on shit that just might not pan out. So we're going on a hope and a promise to New Hampshire, meaning going over to the house and hoping that the HVAC guy is going to show up. Now, maybe it was because of karma. Maybe it was because the stars aligned and I did my good deed for the day. That when I hit up that HVAC dude at 3:30 yesterday afternoon, he hit me right back. Hey, I'm on my way. Mind you, he wouldn't get there till probably 6 o'clock. I don't know how it takes you 3 hours to get from work to the house unless you beeline to the dope man first. But neither here nor there, like Kermit the Frog, that's none of my business. I would also have to leave. I couldn't even be there. Because another pretty big thing that I never got a chance to share with you guys is the fact that my wife currently is sitting in the bedroom right now because she is so fucking sick. Nola, shout out to you for that subscribe. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the Bobo, please follow Nola and the other 2 people prior and help us reach 10. It's not too much to ask. We ask it every day, though, so maybe it is. Yeah, my wife, she was not feeling good. This started during the Super Bowl. And I told her, look, I feel sick to my stomach, too, watching Kansas City win this thing. But she was really sick. I would go get her some medicine, and then she would go to work yesterday morning and end up having to leave and going to patient first. Now, I don't care how this sounds. I'm just going to say it. I can't say it. I guess the best thing that I could tell you is when she got there were a lot of people there. A lot of people were sick. So she's all fucked up. She's got a fever and a flu. She came home. So I'm feeling like Ray Liotta in that movie Goodfellas. I got to go home, stir the spaghetti, take these silencers over to fucking Bobby. I got to go drop off and cut up a couple of kilos and then go make sure that the HVAC system fucking cuts on. All the while, I've got a fucking Fed helicopter chasing me. Carrot gaming, my wife has the flu and a fever. She's really sick. And she ain't been sick in a long time, so this shit's whooping her ass. So I'm over at the house yesterday, and it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. My wife has a prescription. I have to pick this up. The prescription is filled at 5 o'clock. I've got to go from Portsmouth all the way out to Chesapeake during rush hour traffic. I leave from the flip house at 4:45. The HVAC guy still hasn't showed up. Lloyd is there doing what he's supposed to be doing, hooking up the electrical for the HVAC. He knows how to do this. He does it very well. 4:45, I get in the car, and folks, I'm driving like the fucking wind. I'm driving like the Jump Out Boys. I'm in my wife's Jeep, so I'm flying. Rush hour traffic, I can't be bothered. I'm swerving in and out like I'm a fucking ambulance. I leave at 4:45. I don't get to the pharmacy till 5:21. Fuck. I'm like 21 minutes late. It's still going to take me 30 minutes to get home. I pick up the prescription. I get to the house. I get to the house at 6 o'clock or 5:45. I get there at 5:45, give my wife the medicine, and she's still sick as fuck. She's out of work all week because of this. And then I got to feed the puppies and hope and pray that this HVAC guy shows up. Now, I tell Lloyd before I leave, Dave with the dreads, I said, hey, you're my lead man on this. You let me know if this dude shows up because he's been bullshitting this entire time. How you left work at 3:30 and you still ain't here at fucking 4:45. Some shit just don't add up. Long story short, folks. All of this that I go through yesterday, it would be at like 8 o'clock last night, 9 o'clock. I can't remember. Sometime late last night, I receive a phone call from my HVAC man. And he tells me, hey, Joe, the HVAC
look up
system.
Nature's flu shot and make it for Rainy.
It's
it
done.
Works wonders.
Nibby, shout out to you. Thank you. The HVAC system is done at 8 o'clock last night. He said we cut it on, it cut on. We cut it off, it cut off. We cut on the AC. It cut on. Do not run the HVAC overnight because there's still, we got to put some slope in the drain pan just in case. And then we got to hang up the ductwork. We got to put some nylon straps to hang the ductwork. That's code. But folks, let me tell you, let me repeat this one more time. The HVAC is complete. After the first one was stolen and 3 felony charges had to get pressed and endless videos about Brian, where's my HVAC in the hoodies, and $2,004 thanks to Connor, the best deal that we could get on a 1.5 ton unit. 2 HVAC guys who would end up showing up after one guy told me $1,500 and these 2 other guys told me $750. One guy damn near fell through the ceiling. Lloyd broke the stove, then broke down on the fucking side of the road, had to get pushed off by the VDOT. We had to tow him to a moped repair shop, folks. I repeat, the HVAC is complete. Today, folks. Philly Mary, shout out to you. Kate, thank you very much. Thank you for the bit joints. Today, I get to go film a video. Now, what I want to do is, I got this video about this contraband bust, 3 major contraband busts up inside of the prison that took place right before the Super Bowl. My conspiracy theory is, all of this contraband was coming in for the big game. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, though. I don't care about the Medina motherfucking sheriff's office and the fucking 10 bags of fucking mash that they posted on Instagram. I don't care about none of that shit. What I care about is this motherfucking Kumbaya compilation video that I want to put together with the violin track over the entire fucking thing. The history of the HVAC from start to motherfucking finish. And then what I want to do is I want to end the video. Cruising, shout out to you. Thank you for that subscribe. Julie, shout out to you. Thank you for that subscribe. Froggy Styles, thank you very much. I want to end the video with me clicking the switch over to heat. It's 70 degrees. We need the AC today. With me clicking the HVAC over to air. And then putting the camera right up into that vent grill so that all you hear in that freaking microphone is and then a cut scene to the
You better put some secure stuff on that unit outside. I don't want that Brian guy messing things up, man.
Eric, shout out to you, man. Thank you for that. Sexy Army, shout out to you. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, wouldn't that be some shit? The HVAC got you subscribers. I'm going to tell you right now, man, it's, that's exciting. So when I titled the Bobo, Now What? You know, the first part of that was, I told you that's an anagram. It's got a double meaning. Flip it upside down, it says the same thing backwards. Actually, it doesn't. It says T-A-Y-M, tame, and then M-O-N. So anyways, now what? The first part of that was, you know, Lloyd breaking down on the interstate, one thing after another. But the second part of that is, well, now what? Folks, we spent damn near a month dealing with HVAC. Maybe not that long, but at least 2 or 3 weeks. And now that we've got the HVAC installed, we can heat the house so that we can do plaster work and, you know, do shit. Now what do we do? I'm almost a little confused. I'm almost like, yo, what should we be doing next? So one thing's for certain, electrical is getting done. Plumbing needs to get done. I found the countertops that we're going to be putting in the house. We need to get those walls put back up. Floors, eventually, those will be coming. Siding, windows, doors, trim, paint, fixtures. And then we're done. Now, there's something else that we're going to do on this Bobo this morning that's going to be completely out of left field, but you're going to enjoy this because I think you will. And I've got a whole list of things that I'm supposed to talk to you guys about on this. I'm sort of like, well, I ain't going to use that analogy, but I got one thing that I know is probably going to take us a little bit of time, and I think it's going to be really awesome. But before I get to that, there was something else. Big Mama says make a punch list. You're absolutely right. Oh, yeah, I remember what it is now. I just got off the phone with Jellicoe this morning. I didn't hear from him at all yesterday. Jellicoe was supposed to go on vacation. He hasn't been able to do that because guess what? They haven't gotten the next draw on the money. So Jellicoe's been working his ass off for free. So I get in contact with Jellicoe this morning after not being able to get in contact with him at all yesterday. And he tells me that house that we keep showing where he's working at, that's another flip. He's like, yo, they were supposed to have that thing staged last Wednesday. Ain't got that done yet because there's a boatload of other shit that popped up at the last minute that they want to get done. And not only is it a boatload of other shit, it's a boatload of more money that they need to spend. Now, I want to say this. I know there's a lot of people who are like, Joe, you are dumb as fuck when it comes to this. You're going about things completely wrong, and I won't deny that. Well, I'll deny the first part. I ain't dumb. But I know we've gone about some things kind of ass backwards, but it's been a learning process. Okay, so let me justify it by saying that. And I don't want to speak ill on anyone, right? Because I genuinely like the guy that Jellicoe works for. But some of the things that he's done, I don't necessarily agree with. But who am I to disagree? Because this guy's flipped 20 houses. I'm on my first one. So when I hear that, you know, they've gotten to the end, they're ready to put this bitch on the market. They're ready to get this thing staged. But now all of a sudden, all of this other shit's popping up that they need to get done that's going to cost all of this extra money. I'm like, yo, fuck that. I ain't trying to go out like that. I'm not. Folks, I just saw in the same city, I saw some comps. And what comps are is looking at a similar house and seeing what that house is listed for sale for. And that's how you get an idea of the price of what your house should be. Similar area, well, in the same area, similar type of house. What is that house selling for? That's where you get your ballpark of where your price should be at. Folks, I just saw in the same city a 760 square foot house, 2-bedroom, 1.5 baths. Now, mind you, I don't know how you got 1.5 baths in a house that is 10 square feet smaller than the damn house that we got. It's a 2-bedroom, 1.5 baths. Our house is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. This house that they got is 760 square feet. Mine's 776, somewhere around there. Folks, they've got this house listed for $109,000. $109,000. Now, granted, they got an extra bathroom, but I got 16 more square feet. And here's the crazy kicker. On the listing, there's only a picture of the exterior, which makes me feel like usually if you've only got a picture of the exterior, either you don't have the interior pictures just yet, or there ain't nothing on the interior that you really want to see. I can't believe that that's the truth. I believe it's more the former than the later, because if that house is listed for $109,000, that's the high end, or close to the high end of what my house is worth. Maybe it's even a little bit more after repairs. I just gave y'all that Ty Lopez real estate school for free. So that gave me some hope right there. Gave me some hope. All right, let me look at some of these messages. Look up GIS in your area, Joe. It will help with the pricing and a lot of other information. I definitely will. Philly Mary says, Joe, you could do a do-it-yourself concrete countertop. Not sure how sturdy the IKEA cabinet. Fuck no, can't do that. Not on that IKEA shit. That IKEA cabinet is about as strong as my back is. Them shit's super soft. Think them bitches is made out of balsa wood too. I found the countertops. We're using Formica. We're going to use some basic Formica. I mean, it's going to look good. And I'm going to do the install myself. John Scully, you'll be proud of me after this. I've watched the YouTube video. I know you got to tape the top before you cut. I'm going to use a metal blade with extra teeth. That way we don't fuck shit up. I'm going to be that countertop installations pappy. Tammy says, how's Lucy doing? Lucy's doing good. The dogs are doing really good. Because of the fact that my wife is super sick, we had to sleep on the couch because I can't catch the flu. And I wanted to let my wife sleep and not be disturbed by the dogs. And I didn't want the dogs to be keeping her up because she was having a tough time sleeping. So we slept in the guest bedroom last night. First time that I haven't slept in my bed in a long time. Didn't get a lot of sleep, but we're doing okay. Neo says listing price mean nothing. You need to look at the sold prices. Absolute good information right there. Didn't even think about that, but thank you for bringing that up. Oh, Carrot Gaming said John Scully's got a YouTube. No, I saw some videos. He should though. All right, folks. There's a lot of things I want to share with you guys, man. But I guess I go ahead and show you inside the mind of Joe. And when I say that, I just really mean my Facebook page. So what I do when I'm looking for things to share with you guys on the Bobo is I save things from Facebook. Now, before we go any further, let's go here. Folks, I've seen the post. Probably going to film a video about this. They got a jail in Texas for sale, $5,000.
IKEA cabinets spray gift to anorexics. Try to have adult relations on them.
Nibby. Huh. Very interesting comment right there. All right. Folks, they've got a jail in Texas for sale. $5,000? I'll be filming a video about this. My God, this looks like the fucking set of Red Dead Redemption in here. There's no fucking way in hell this jail is $5,000. If it is, I will PayPal that shit right now. I don't give a fuck about finishing the house. Fuck the house. You mean to tell me we could buy a jail? God damn. Put all that shit on eBay. I want $300 for that fucking Ram horn right there. That shit's going on the front of my Ram truck. Folks, they got a whole jail for sale. $5,000. I can't believe this to be correct at all. But we will chase the cloud off of it. I'll be making a video about this. This is an easy day. I might even act like I'm doing the PayPal transaction right then and there. I mean, I could do it. Oh my God, that's fucking freaky right there. Is that a ski mask? Some socks? I need those. So when you see that this is $5,000, there's got to be a reason. Oh, we got tons of lead paint. I don't even need to know that that's lead paint to know that that's lead paint. We got all stored. Ooh, a gun. Boy, you'll never believe what we found in the $5,000 jail, though. Is that a toilet or is that a motherfucking water bong? I don't know. Could we make prison wine in that?
On the next episode of Felon FLIPERS, Joe renovates an entire jail.
Nibby, you about to be my story producer. I mean, for real. That was a golden idea right there. Thank you very much. I mean, for real. How the fuck is A&E not paying any attention to me? So they want $5,000 for this jail, right? What the hell does that say? Pet buried something leaf. Something 2.8 million years old. What the fuck? Dude, that's crazy. Oh, that's a nice picture right there. I like the blur in the background. So here's this property. They want $5,000 for it. There's no fucking way in hell. Folks, that's at least, God damn, that's at least 10,000 square feet. I mean, maybe not. It's got to be 10,000 square feet, probably sitting on at least a couple of acres. Archer County Museum. Man, shit, I'll turn this bitch into a strip club. This is in Texas. Folks, let's get the GoFundMe started right now. Help Joe buy this. I mean, I could do it. They just raised my credit limit too. I could do it with my credit card. And what's crazy is my credit card's maxed out, but my credit is fucking immaculate. Never miss a payment. My credit card was maxed out. Don't take any credit lessons from old Joe. I had a $5,000 credit limit. I'll share that with you. Should have been $1 million. I should have had a fucking Amex Black card. I got a $5,000 credit limit. I've spent $4,700 of that. Now I was planning on paying $2,000 of it down because I usually pay like $1,000 or $2,000 on my credit card. Folks, when I went to go make that payment, because I knew my credit was, my credit limit was, I was getting close to reaching it or breaching it. I go look at it and it tells me my available balance is like $3,300. I'm like, wait a minute. I only had a $5,000 credit limit. Y'all done gave me an extra $3,000? Shit, I paid the minimum. I paid $100 on that shit. Ready to go smoke that shit like Brian probably smoked them doors in that make-believe fucking HVAC system. So going back to this real quick, I can't believe this is $5,000. There's no fucking way. We ought to call these people right now. Say, After Prison Show's interested in buying this. What are the back taxes on this? Now, a couple of things to think about. What kind of liens are on this property? What are the back taxes? Oh, they want $5,000 for it, but they owe $200,000 in back taxes. Also, it's a historical property. You can't do shit with this. To renovate a historical property, you got to get an act of, it's got to be an act of Congress to get that done. That's one thing that they ask you. They don't give a fuck about what you do, when you do it, how you do it. But if it's historical, they don't really be rocking with that. Joe wouldn't know what the fuck is this? Joe wouldn't know what to do here in the promised land of Texas. Shit me. I'm going to tell you right now what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn these goddamn green pastures into fucking marijuana fields. We got a water tower right there to water the shit. Sir, what are your plans with the property? My plans? Turn that bitch into motherfucking Team 10. I'm going to turn that bitch into a motherfucking YouTube, how a YouTuber's supposed to live. That shit's going to be a straight jungle gym up in that bitch. Here we go again. It's always something. All right. Hey, my homeboy Ronnie right there. Shout out to my homeboy Ronnie. All right. What else do I got? Now, folks, we can either go do it like this. We can either go get the prison or we can go buy a trailer. Mobile home, 2 bedrooms, 1 large bathroom, great living size, eating kitchen, plus a bonus room. Nice little shit show. I wonder if the cat comes with it. Do the cats come with it? It'd be funny if it said pet free home. And then you got 2 pictures of cats right there. I thought about, maybe we can go the halfway house route again. Maybe we can. Brand Paul, what's going on with your Brand Paul? I made your day. All right, forget that. That's not as fun. Let's go to some fun. All right, here's what we're going to do. We don't got enough time. Damn it, folks. We were going to watch the documentary. Damn it. Here's the documentary. Let's go ahead and watch it anyways. Jellicoe had told me about this a long time ago. And this was what I really wanted to do. This is the official trailer. On tomorrow's Bobo, we're going to have a watch party. And we're going to react to this. Now, what you guys may not know about Jellicoe is back in the day, Jellicoe was featured in a prison documentary called Incarcerating US, or Incarcerating Us. So I've never seen this. He told me about this. I couldn't find it. Somebody found it on the Facebook fan page. Shout out to you. Yeah, Renee, we got to do the Dream Daddy too. But damn it, do we do the documentary or do we do the Dream Daddy? Like, damn it, man. I really, really, really want to know what this is about. It looks kind of boring, to be honest with you. Looks kind of, where the fuck is Jellicoe at? Oh, he's right there. Damn. Is that Jellicoe?
To the days of alcohol prohibition where the government...
That's not Jellicoe. There's no fucking way that would. There he is. Bung. Jellicoe in a documentary. Folks, I've never seen this. I have never seen this. This was from 2016. You know what I mean? Like, this was way before... what's crazy about this, though, is after Prison Show, I started that in 2015. So this came out in a year after I started After Prison Show. Crazy. I didn't know he got featured in this shit. So we could do that, or we can do... I'm going to try to see if even Dream Daddy pops up. It should pop up. Okay, so I go to... How do I do it again, Cody? You go here, boom, launch it. And then we go here. Okay. He told me something about if you close it, you got to reopen it. Ah, boom! Holy shit, it worked. Folks, it worked. It worked. We can play the game. Folks, we've got it. You asked for it. We've got it. We have Dream Daddy official. I got to see how this looks for real. God damn, that's... Is that Usher? Game Grumps? Or did that say Game Grumps? I missed that. Fuck the stupid games, yeah. Oh. It's the dad dating simulator, though. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck? There's not cringe enough on this planet. This is golden right here. So, folks, if you're wondering what's going on right here, God, that music is fucking nice. Can we turn that shit down just a bit? It's fucking killing me, Jack. So, anyways, folks, if you're wondering what this is, we did a game a couple of weeks ago. It was called Bit Life, and in that game, you go to prison. You can go to prison. You can fuck your whole life up and go to prison. Really cool game. But while we were exploring that game, this game popped up beside it, and it's a daddy dating simulator. It's basically what it says right there. You got dad tips, and it's a gay game. Supposedly, it's a homosexually based game, something along them lines. But I'm very eager to see what this shit is about. So let's see what it's about. I mean, fuck it. Okay, it says, hey, bud, welcome to Dream Daddy Mobile. We're so excited to have you and want to introduce you to the neighborhood. We don't give a fuck about what you're saying. We playing this shit for free. We've unlocked an achievement. It's called the Hey Neighbor. We've gotten 500 XP. I don't know why we don't be getting ninja type of views up in here. You know what I mean? Like, fuck a Fortnite. Who the fuck is playing Dream Daddy? Roll that shit. I don't know what we supposed to do. Oh, God. We're sleeping. Do we click? Okay, I get that we're sleeping. Dad's still asleep. Dad, wake up. What's going on? Wake up, pretend to be dead. 5 more minutes, pretend to be dead. I let my tongue roll out of my mouth and stop breathing. Ugh, that sounds kind of suspect. Amanda shakes me. Come on, Dad, this hasn't worked on me since I was 6. Where's Mom at? Is what I want to know. When did Dad and Mom not become a thing anymore? When did Dad realize, or when did Mom realize that Dad had a thing for daddies? Dad needed him a sugar daddy. Roll that shit. I don't care what you're talking about, Amanda. I'm sorry, Amanda. This is the end for me. If it was me, if I was in this game, I would have been like, you say this shit hasn't worked since you were 6, but it's been since you were that old that I've been saying that you ain't even mine. Where the fuck is your mother at? Oh, she ran off with the meth pipe. She didn't even find Jody. She ran off with the pipe. Roll it. Dad, I swear to God. Amanda, shut your bitch ass up. I bequeath to you. Did this dude just queef? To you all of my earthly possession? Oh, God, stop being stupid. Come on, can we get to some daddy dating? Okay, well, your course better get to moving because it's leaving soon. Dad is a mover. I get it. Maybe her dad works for Dream Daddy. Oh, yeah, you ain't mine. You ain't mine at all. Hey, boy. This shit's about to be wild. I finally open my eyes and sit up. I'm lying in the middle of the living room, spooning a moving box. I yawn and stretch. Does this dude got his dick in a box? I'm just curious to know. Morning, Manda Pan. Oh, come on. Can we get to some... Folks, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. This seems pretty stupid. Go brush your teeth. Have you ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? I don't read no books. Do what you love and the money will come. Huh. So if you smoke crack, where's the money coming from that? Wow, build that dad. That looks about right. We should make this dad look like Brian. I'm just saying. Bod. We're going to make him look like me. So, a little, put on a few pounds. Head, looks about right. About the hair. I think the cornrows will be on fleek. And the eyes, I don't think we got a lot of option. We can go straight anime or we can go straight hentai. I think that was the hentai. Nose, I think we'll go with the beak. Mouth, we'll go with the DSLs. Boom, boom. Brows, let's go with a nice little waxing stash. This dude looks like... What the fuck is this? This is a woman right here, for the love of God. Okay, facial hair. Gotta give him the full beardo. Yes. This is pretty disturbing, I gotta be honest. We'll give him the Joe stash. There we go. Glasses, do you got the aviators? I don't think so. We can give him the Patrick Mahomes at the motherfucking Disneyland. Have you seen them dumbass glasses he be wearing? Piercings. Can we get the... Wow. Yes, no, there's nothing wrong with your dad. Nothing wrong with your dad. We'll give him a rabbit type of a t-shirt right there, and bada bing, bada boom, we'll call it a day. Or maybe he's business casual. All right, we're going to go with this. Looking good daddy. Let's see what kind of dads we can smash. First name, we're going to go with Brian. Last name, we're going to go with can I get the last name? How about Brian HVAC? Brian Hovak. He's from Yugoslavia, folks. Be that dad. Hang on, daddy. And you tell me, that this shit don't be hitting. I should have had a gaming channel. I said be that dad. You can't beat the whammy bar. What the fuck? Dad tip number 10. Did you fall asleep packing? Shut your bitch ass up. What you fucking still doing living at this house? I got most of it done, I think. Searching around the room. Now, let's be honest, folks. Look at her and look at him. Look at her and look at Shim. Searching around the room, it looks like we did a pretty good job. Yeah, you guys got everything packed up. Where the fuck are we going? Wait, straggler. What? What's in it? It's my dick in a box. A bunch of old photos. Can we get to like the action? Where is the action pack and go? Oh my God, wow. And the lie detector test determined that that was a lie. That's the coolest baby I've ever seen. I'd say so. The only way your father and I, the only way your mother and I. Uh-oh, Dad got caught saying some sketchness. Okay, can we fucking get to something happening here? Folks, again, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I know you're liking this. It's as cringe as it is. It's drawing you in. God bless, I got that pain going on. Uh-oh. Stop blinking. That shit is weird. Oh, I had to pick one of those. I got you now. My bad. The only way your father and I could get you to stop crying was to put sunglasses on you. Who carried for 9 months? That's what I want to know. Moving on. But whenever we tried to take them off of you, you'd start crying. That's probably because you could see who we were and realized that you got swapped at birth. You spent the first 2 years of your life with sunglasses on. That's why your eyes look so dumb. Moving on. Oh my God, do we got to go through all the pictures? I don't care about your life. You're a cartoon, for God's sakes. Why do I remember crying in the dragon costume? Because that's when you find out that mommy was really daddy number 2. You saw yourself in the mirror and looked like you were afraid of dragons. Seeing yourself inside a dragon's mouth was a realization of your greatest fear, I think. Yep, shut the fuck up. Keep on going. And this is you in your horse phase. I wonder when Dad went through his horse phase. Philly Mayer says, is Daddy gay? It looks like it. The Jellicoe video, yeah, we're going to have to go with that for tomorrow. I'm almost done with the Bobo, so I want to just run through this and see if there was any legs to this at all. It doesn't seem like this is standing on anything. My God, can we hurry up and get to something happening? I don't want to read all of this bullshit. God, I hate games where you got to read things. Folks, if you've got a game that you'd like to see me react to on the Bobo, trust and believe me, you won't see anybody do a better job than me. We will make it interesting. It's got to be something eclectic, so to speak. And, yeah. Sam, I think the game is kind of whack as well. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up because we're not going anywhere. Like, Lord, we're going, okay. I don't care about this. You pooped your pants during a fucking sleepover. Dad, that wasn't me. I did that. Oh, yeah, you did that. Ugh. Don't worry, girl. I can remember the time that I pooped my pants for the first time. In fact, I kind of had a blowout. All right, we're done with this. Goodbye. Are you sure you want to shut it down? Absolutely. All right, folks. Enough of Dream Daddy. That shit was dumb. Super dumb. I'm sorry that we did that. I truly am. I thought that it would be something good. Who asked that? Vanillin, what happened to Jeremy? I honestly don't know. Lost contact with him. And I'm going to be honest with you when I tell you. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I'm going to be honest with you when I tell you. And this is just my own personal thought on this. I lost contact with Jeremy. And I don't know that, he wants to be in contact with me. Me going to the police on Brian probably didn't sit well with some people. I kind of feel like maybe he might have been one of them type of people, and that's me being a little stereotypical, but I truly feel that way. Hydrocarbon said, what happened to Doug? I've got an email from Doug. Thank you for reminding me of that. I think I've even got an email from Google. I'm going to do an update video. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to film that as soon as I get done with the Bobo.
You
that
know
way,
it's bad for you, but you're waiting for the fun times to start.
Kimberly, the game is like crack. You know it's bad when you're waiting for the fun times to start. Yeah. So, long story short, folks, tomorrow what we're going to do is, one thing to definitely look forward to is we are going to watch this documentary featuring Jellicoe. Look at Buttball Naked Face up in the jail. Actually, he's in the prison. I think that's Indian Creek right there. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. This came out in 2016, but there's no fucking way. Jellicoe wasn't at Indian Creek in 2016. They must have filmed this a year prior because maybe I was there when they filmed this. Anyways, this is only the trailer, right? Yeah, this is Indian Creek all day. This is only the trailer. There goes Jellicoe. Oh boy, Jellicoe was straight.
Number of people serving.
Jellicoe was straight gang banging right there. Got the hat right there on the side. So folks, this is only the trailer. I don't know how long the actual documentary is, but you have to buy it. It's like $4. We will possibly rock with this documentary. Oh my fucking God. I know.
It's a lot watching your children grow up.
Who that is.
Miss you and wave and say bye, Dad.
Can we
as
get
walking out of a visit? It's just it doesn't get easy.
That's all they got.
It's a lot watching your children grow up and miss you and wave and say bye, Daddy, as they're walking out of a visit. It's just it doesn't get easy.
It's just an experience that it is going to make you or break you.
Well, folks, we're gonna probably buy that and watch that. We're gonna have a little watch party tomorrow. Sam, my God. I'm sorry. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the Bubba. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time to rock with this thing. Did a lot on this. And, I was confused. I was looking at something. So we talked about a lot on this thing. Tomorrow's going to be a really good Bobo as well. There's still a lot of stuff that I haven't even had a chance to talk to you guys about. Again, if you guys got any suggestions for games that we should check out, BitLife was awesome. Dream Daddy, not so much. And you know what? We had a lot of hype for Dream Daddy, and I'm really sorry that didn't really pan out that well. We're definitely going to have the watch party tomorrow on the documentary. If you've got other things that you'd like us to do watch parties on, there could be that as well. We could do that. So you guys send me a message. Hit me up on Twitter at Joe P. Guerrero if you're on that, or on Facebook, either one. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. We got a lot to get to today. Why do I keep doing the screen capture? Damn it. No wonder that was all fucked up. Sorry about that. I'm kind of losing my thought process right this second, and I don't like that. But again, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for rocking with me on this fine Tuesday. Tomorrow is hump day. And today I'm looking forward to getting over to this house and cutting on that HVAC system for the first time. And putting that camera up to that vent and just listening to the... Alex, you're late. Check out the rerun. This thing is definitely worth checking out. Hydrocarbon, I definitely will not forget about that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go look at those emails right now and see what we got. And get that update video coming to you guys this week. Folks, have a great day. A very special shout out to each and every one of y'all. And I will look forward to talking with you guys again real soon. Until then, peace.